Caught on video and seen around the world, the chokehold-related death of Eric Garner and the grand jury decision is leading to protest and debate.
It's been much less open than the Ferguson grand jury proceedings have been, which leaves us with a lot of questions.
Also, USC is recently named one of the nation's top universities for diversity, but some minority students in the theater department disagree.
And politics over immigration reform is heating up again, and South Carolina joins a lawsuit challenging the president's actions. All this and more on Carolina News.
Live from the capital city, Carolina News brings you your news first. With breaking news and in-depth reporting. Up-to-the-minute weather. And all your sports news and highlights. And call here, now, on Carolina News.
Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Emily Pasillo.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shayna Bethay. Emotions are running high in New York City, where a grand jury decided not to indict a white police officer in a chokehold death of an unarmed black man. Protests have been popping up everywhere from New York to California, and this comes about 1 week after a similar controversial grand jury decision in Ferguson, Missouri. All protests have been peaceful so far. Our own Imani Crumbling tells us how the actions in New York City are affecting the Palmetto State, and even how some local leaders are confused by the decision. We must warn you, some of this video is graphic.
It was this cell phone video that captured Eric Garner's last moments.
The Department of Justice is investigating the deaths of Eric Garner and Michael Brown to see if police officers violated their civil rights. A police chief in Orangeburg has been charged with the murder of the 2001 shooting death of an unarmed black man. Richard Combs shot 45-year-old Bernard Bailey twice in the chest after a brawl about Bailey's daughter's broken taillight ticket. A grand jury indicted Combs Wednesday, the same day the decision not to indict the officer in the chokehold death of unarmed Eric Garner came out.
Students at the University of South Carolina are responding to comments made on social media last night about USC's Hip Hop Wednesday. Hip Hop Wednesday is designed by using USC's Office of Multicultural Student Affairs as a fun and positive way to bring together students from diverse backgrounds. But some students have used it as an excuse for cyberbullying. Princess Faith has the story.
This Instagram video shows a successful Hip Hop Wednesday. About 100 students gathered on Green Street to meet new people and connect with campus organizations.
Dr. John Dozier, the university's Chief Adversity Officer, says the university completely denounces student use of Yik Yak, and the USC is constantly educating students, faculty, and staff on ways to handle diversity. No complaints of cyberbullying have been filed for investigation at this time. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Princess. There's more controversy on USC's campus, but in the theater department. Some minority theater students believe their professors do not cast minority students often enough in productions. Brittaney Chatman finds out why some minority actors feel left out and what is being done to change that. In the interest of transparency, you should know that Brittaney is also a theater major.
There's something I need to know, Ma.
Brandon Bird is a second-year theater student at USC who
He
performed
says it
this
helps.
monologue as an audition for the school's plays in the spring.
For more information on how to get involved with Black Box, visit our website at datelinecarolina.org.
It is time to check in for our forecast for this afternoon. It has been overcast for the past few days in Columbia. Our weather specialist Chandler is with us. Chandler!
Hey guys!
The launch of NASA's Orion rocket has been postponed. It has been delayed several times already, and today it was called off due to bad weather. NASA hopes to one day take humans beyond Earth's orbit, even to Mars. If the weather improves, the rocket will launch tomorrow.
The latest of over a dozen proposed bills to put more money into South Carolina roads is all about interstates. State Senator Nikki Setzler proposed a bill that would set aside money to add lanes to our highways. The bill would take about $60 million from car taxes and would even be used to borrow more money. Currently, about 80% of South Carolina's interstates are 2 lanes in either direction. South Carolina South Carolina state leaders have joined forces with 16 other states in suing the federal government. They're taking President Barack Obama to court over his executive action to protect about 5 million undocumented people from deportation. Carolina News reporter Jenny Eiler tells us that not everyone is happy about the lawsuit.
Brigida Romero is a health administration student at South University.
And we have breaking news this afternoon that the House passed a bill that the president's executive action is null and void. It is unclear that will be the next steps for the immigration reform.
The future home for Columbia's baseball team now has a new name. The venue will now be called Spirit Communications Park. The communication firm purchased exclusive naming rights to the minor league stadium. Officials are hoping the baseball park will serve as a launching pad for businesses in the Bull Street area, including new restaurants and stores. There will be a groundbreaking ceremony next month.
Coming up next, how University of South Carolina police are spreading holiday cheer.
If you're looking for a way to give back this holiday season, the University of South Carolina Police Department could use your help. Brennan Ray has more on how to get involved.
The USC Division of Law and Safety is bringing some holiday spirit to Green Street for the USC PD's 3rd annual Stuff the Police Car event in front of Russell House.
University of South Carolina police officers will be back on Green Street tomorrow from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. accepting unwrapped toys.
Thousands of college students at USC are beginning their search for a quiet place to study for final exams week. Most usually head to Thomas Cooper Library, but as Emily Burke reports, this could be a mistake.
Michelle Meter lives off campus, but at times she feels like she lives at the Thomas Cooper Library.
Students looking for a way to stay energized once they find a place to study should look no further than Starbucks coffee. The chain is offering some special incentives to their loyal customers just in time for this semester's finals week. And speaking of Starbucks, they are offering customers the chance to win the ultimate Starbucks gift card. Now, through January 5th, 10 lucky people will win 1 free food or beverage item every day for the next 30 years. That's an estimated value of $54,000. Customers using a Starbucks card or the Starbucks mobile app can enter to win the gift that keeps on giving.
USC is wrapping up the last week of classes. Hopefully the weather will allow students to get outside and enjoy the weekend before exams start. Our weather specialist Chandler Bozak is here to tell us what we can expect.
I'll have more on what you can expect for next week's and this weekend's forecast coming up later.
The weather in Columbia has been quite gloomy lately. Clouds looked as gray as my sweater. Well, now we're joined by our weather specialist Chandler Bozak. Chandler, what do we have to look forward to for this weather?
Well, I think the clouds are going to continue staying the color of your sweater this weekend, but temperatures are going to get a little bit warmer. Taking a look at our current temperatures, it's going to be a little bit gloomy, so it's going to be a sad week all around.
I'm glad that it's a gloomy week, though, for finals, so we don't have to feel like we're missing out on the weather when we're inside studying all day.
I like it because I can just stay in my house and watch a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up next, find out what Florida State's quarterback Jameis Winston had to say in a letter for his student conduct hearing. Sports reporter David Dewberry. David, I heard Florida was looking for a new head coach. Have they found anybody yet?
Well, they had several candidates in mind, but yes, they have found someone. It didn't take long for the Florida Gators to find a new head coach after firing Will Muschamp last weekend. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, they are 1 game away from having the worst record in NBA season.
Hey, at least they pulled it together for the last minute.
Hey, for real, to win 1 game at least.
Yeah, seriously. Coming up, a little boy receives his Christmas wish from UPS. Colorado is on his way to fulfill his dream as a UPS driver. UPS gave Carson Knight his own UPS truck as part of their holiday promotion, Your Wish is Delivered. King became fascinated with the company because of a special relationship with a delivery driver, Mr. Ernie. UPS delivered Knight his wish, and he is excited to deliver holiday packages this season. Isn't that the cutest
It's
thing?
adorable. I would love to get a package from him.
Same.
I want to see him drive.
Well, girl, what's the package? What's going to deliver us to this weather, girl?
Well, let's take a look at our 5-day. Friday, it's supposed to be 63 degrees. Getting warmer on Saturday, but it's supposed to be overcast and dreary with a slight chance of rain. Sunday, it's going to get a little bit sunnier, then continue to be dreary on Monday. On Tuesday, it's going to get sunny again at 60 degrees, but pretty low temperatures at night, so.
Well, that's all the time we have for you guys. See us tomorrow for the last show. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great evening.